Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on crypto for growmybag.tv, and there is so much going on. I could not fit it all into the crypto minute. We've got topics like the NFT market space revival, cryptocurrency regulation and compliance, financial investment recommendations, Bitcoin mining operations. You've got big things, big recommendations coming out from the major firms out there. We'll get into that. That one is huge. Stay tuned for that. Marketplace predictions and trends, things like that. But then you also have mergers and partnerships that are going on, and that's going to drive you nuts, including revolution in marketplace profiles with a deal between Other Page and Magic Eden. So yeah, there's a lot going on. And you just heard it. I couldn't even, and for each one of those bullets I listed off, there's a ton more going on. Again, everything that I talk about is an article back on growmybag.tv, a great social media platform. Join. That's all I'm saying. Join. So let's start off with the NFT marketplace. Some really cool things are going on there. So Pudgy Penguins. I just love the name. I'm going to have to play this game because I just love the name. So Pudgy Penguins and Yuga Labs collaborated to actually bring to us a new game based on NFTs. If that's not big, I don't know what is. That's huge. That's really, really huge. And I'm looking over my notes because I really want to make a point about Yuga Labs. I'm not Yuga Labs, Ubisoft. Control F. Ubisoft. Because they're in a partnership. There you go. So they've got a groundbreaking game, supposedly, I haven't played it yet, called Champions Tactics, and it's set to revolutionize things. And the reason why they're saying so is because it's their NFT game. And I'm like, so now it's a revolution? I guess you can kind of say it is, between Yuga Labs, Pudgy Penguins, and Ubisoft, separate projects, but introducing new games based on, and leveraging NFTs. Yeah, I can't even play. I think that's big. I think that's really big because it's going to bring the people that like the NFTs over to the gaming space so that they can actually see NFTs they're interested in actually take life and move. I know it sounds crazy, but I have to tell you, when I play games and I see certain things that I actually like coming from one area of my life, introducing into another area of my life, I'm kind of like, yeah, that's kind of dope. So I am expecting, I told you yesterday, I'm expecting, NFTs and gaming to explode. And again, that also means AR, VR, XR, right? Extended reality, virtual reality, and augmented reality are going to be huge. I forgot who it was it Samsung or Toshiba? One of the companies came out with a new laptop, and the lid is see-through. Your screen is see-through. And they did it on purpose. And it's not like a little gimmicky kind of thing. They're actually looking at it so that when you're looking at your screen, it'll actually understand where things are in the area. Excuse me. So we can overlay and extend your computer environment into a 3D space. And I'm sitting back and I'm going, that's a little bit more than interesting. I mean, I'm probably not going to buy it. Let's not be insane. But what they're saying is that it opens the door for them to do other things. Like, I work with multiple monitors. I've got like 5 monitors around me. So imagine being able to look through your monitor into your space and see things. I don't know about you, but that's big. And that's without putting something on your head. That's utilizing something that's already plugged in. I got to say, it's kind of dope. You can't really touch it, but you can see it. And with your mouse, I guess you can interact with it. So I am expecting a lot more to go on in those spaces. So NFTs, gaming, metaverse. I'm telling you, those are going to be huge. That's what's going to actually draw adoption, way more adoption. Something else that's huge. The IRS. I didn't see this coming. The IRS hired an accountant, I think it was this, I might have even been a former CFO of Binance, and another accounting executive from a company called TaxBit, which are both obviously within the cryptoverse, to come help them with tax regulations. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Embrace the industry, work with the industry to better understand it and better regulate. Am I saying that this is the perfect step, that they're doing everything perfectly? No, but I think it's in the right direction. And that's what I think is huge. Something else that's huge. So BlackRock, Fidelity's out there saying, hey, you have to have a portion of your portfolio, that has exposure to crypto, specifically Bitcoin. Obviously, they're doing the Bitcoin spot ETF. That's great. Apparently, there was a secret meeting, not a secret meeting, but a private event for BlackRock and its clients, where they said, yeah, that we're putting a number on it, and we're saying 28%. Let that wash over you for a minute. 28% of your portfolio, they're saying, BlackRock is saying, should be dedicated to crypto. I damn near fell out of my bed. I really did. I mean, I'm expecting something, right? But 28%, it's more than a quarter of a portfolio. And I'm sitting back and I'm just like, oh, wow. And I literally just had this conversation with one of my friends last night, and I was telling her, hey, look, listen, she was going over her mother's finances with her, and she said she got her into a little bit more aggressive funds, things like that. And I said, well, did you happen to get her involved in crypto? And she said, no, she wouldn't understand it, so she wouldn't be comfortable. I said, that's a shame. And she goes, why? I said, because crypto is going to explode. And she goes, I know. I mean, she's involved in crypto, but her mom's not. And I said, listen, I hear you. You think that she's not going to understand it and that's not going to work. I get it. I told her my mother didn't understand crypto. I literally had my mother proofread my book before I sent it over to the designer. And now we're having like deep-rooted conversations about crypto. I'm not going to say my mom's age, but you can tell by my face, I'm not exactly a spring chicken. But mom understands crypto. And I was dumbfounded. But yeah, BlackRock, Fidelity, Skybridge Capital, Anthony Scaramucci's company, 21 shares, ARK Invest, they're all recommending significant percentages of your portfolios to contain crypto. Boom. If that's not going to help drive adoption, drive awareness, I don't know what will. Because everybody sits back and says, we should be paying attention to what the rich and wealthy are doing. We can't all do what they're doing, but we should be paying attention to it. And that's what I tell my kids, because I'm not rich. Well, monetarily, I'll say monetarily, I'm not rich. But yeah, we should be paying attention. So when their advisors are like, hey, you need to get into crypto, I'm like, yeah. Adoption is about to explode. In certain corners of our society, it's already exploding, but it's about to get even bigger. And that's why we're looking at Bitcoin hit above $59,000. You heard me correctly. Bitcoin right now is over $59,000. I said that, we could hit 60. I don't know. I said we would have to see how it goes. Before the halving event, you're looking at big numbers. You're looking at big numbers. Now, about that, the halving event, guess what? Hut 8 just invested $17.3 million in a new mining facility in Texas. Remember we were telling you that, hey, a lot of these mining firms are like selling Bitcoin, they're dumping Bitcoin. This is why. $17.3 million. Yeah, obviously they took some profits. I mean, I would take some profits, but look at this. They're saying we're in it for the long haul and we're getting up in there. Wow. I have to do some research because I know Galaxy Digital had purchased, had backed a company that was, feeling it a bit. They were kind of, feet to flames, and Galaxy Digital swooped in, and it was a mining company, and I forgot the name of the mining company. And I wonder how that relationship is working out, because the halving event coming around, you got to sit back and say, Mike Novogratz had a brain, right? Because he invested in that company knowing, okay, look, listen, the halving event is only a few months off. It's like 55 something days away from right now. And he did this late last year. And I'm sitting back and I'm going, that was a great investment. I said it then and I'll say it again. That was a great investment. Great investment. So that's going to be nuts. Then you have Ordinals. Fidelity's analyst, forgot the guy's name. So sorry about that. But Fidelity's analyst predicts Bitcoin's market cap could reach $1.5 trillion. Yeah. Yeah. I truthfully, I kind of think it's a foregone conclusion. I think it's going to hit that number no matter what you think. I think that's actually going to happen. And that's going to show you a surge in, opportunities like Ordinals, Binance, Bitcoin NFTs. So you should be thinking about that. Something else that happened that caught my attention. Another partnership, Decrypt, an outstanding online magazine dedicated to crypto. I love Decrypt. A lot of the research that I do, comes from Decrypt and other sources, but Decrypt is one of my mains. Decrypt, CoinDesk. I mean, just a lot of them that are out there. And then I obviously follow through to their sources and so on and so forth. That's how I do my research. I might see an article here and then go, oh, let me go see if I can find that. Then I go find it and I keep digging deeper until I have a good understanding of what's going on. And I've got enough corroborating information to confirm. That's how I go about doing my research. And Decrypt and Rug Radio merged to create DASTAN, which is a this is going to blow your mind, a decentralized publishing powerhouse. Yeah, damn right. That's huge. That is huge. Hat tip to them. I think that's awesome. Something else that happened, Zoniqx partners with Ripple, or Ripple partners with Zoniqx to streamline digital asset management. Partnerships abound. Partnerships and deals abound. I'm telling you, you got to pay attention to this stuff. You got to do your own research, because it'll give you an idea about where things are going, what could be happening, what could be going on. And again, remember what I tell you, news happens in legs. You ever hear that thing where people say, oh, well, I'm waiting for the second shoe to drop? Exactly. Except with news, it's usually three. Hey, we're going to do something. Hey, we're doing something. Hey, we did something. Right? So they get three pops for that particular company that's releasing the news, or project that's releasing the news. So you can almost depend on those 3 points. If everything is going well with what they're doing, you get those 3 points, those nice 3, right? And the reason why I say that is because that's when they get a little pop, sell, right? Then it'll pull back, buy. Then it'll get another pop, sell. It'll get another pullback, buy. And then you get that third leg. That's usually how I'm looking at things. Aside from my dollar cost averaging strategy, I'm looking for opportunities like that. And this is a big opportunity. So looking at Hut 8, yeah, can I invest in the company? Stock. Marathon, are you doing something? Riot, are you doing something? I think everybody's doing something. We're just waiting for everybody's shoe to drop. So does that mean I should go and pay attention to Marathon Digital? Should I go and pay attention to Riot? For me personally, on the stock side, hell yes. Hell yes, because I think all crypto related stocks are going to be driven forward, onward and upward. Thank you, Dr. Brindle. That was his thing, onward and upward. Wasn't good enough that you move forward. You had to move onward and upward. And I take that for the rest of my life. So rest in peace, Dr. Brindle. Souza, stand up. Now, you also have Grimoria Chronicles that's being released by Ubisoft, and it's in a collaboration with Helica. So it's really, they're releasing Champions Tactics Grimoria Chronicles, and that's Ubisoft's entry into the NFT gaming space. That's again, partnerships are going to do it for you. So now everybody's going to be out there looking, well, we know who Ubisoft is. Yep. But who the hell is Helica? Yeah, everybody's going to be looking into who the heck Helica is. So I'm paying attention to things. I'm paying attention to deals like that. Other Page and Magic Eden, they're collaborating to introduce a new way, because they're looking at tokenization and digital asset management. And it's kind of like, oh, how are we going to create better profiles? That's how. Right? And I'm sitting back and I'm kind of going, I'm looking at all of these spaces and all of these partnerships. I'm saying, wow, there's big opportunity here. There's huge opportunity here. And every time I hear the word tokenization, I'm thinking, how far are we from, stocks being tokenized as commonplace, real estate being tokenized as commonplace? I was having a conversation with somebody the other day, and we had picked up on a conversation that we were having last year, and I said, listen, and I told you, I brought it up to Realty IQ. I mean, not to Realty IQ, too. That's a different company I was working for at one time. I brought it up to Realty Income. Hey, listen, are you guys looking at fractionalized investments and offering those? And they are a REIT, so that's their thing. But I meant as tokenization. Are you looking at tokenized assets as a possibility that might really open up the door to even bigger investment? And the answer was no at that time. I hope they're looking into it now, because it's huge. First company to do it, I think, was in South America that I was paying attention to. I forgot which country it was, but it was I know for sure that it was South America. And I was just like, wow, that's going to be huge. And that's going to come to the United States. Something else that I was thinking about. Well, imagine if you could tokenize the titles and deeds. Because then there's once that happens, everything about that property, who owned it. There's so much information that you can put in on that. And then title searches become a thing of the past. I have a friend that's, an executive at a title firm, and I was telling her, I was like, listen, this is something your company should probably get into. Your company should probably get into this, because once it's been found, once you have this transaction, everything's up to date, right? Tokenize that. But, that also means that, well, if I tokenize everything, I'm going to be working my way out of business. But not really. Just think about how you'd be able to leverage that from a technology perspective. Again, I'm no longer looking at, just gaming to bring people into the adoption space. I'm looking, or adoption mindset. I'm looking for everyday things to bring people in. Everyday things. You have Strike that's, introducing crypto payments in Africa. And I'm like, that's an awesome thing. I just don't think that, Strike is all about Bitcoin. And I'm just like, yeah, I just don't see how Bitcoin is going to be the one. I'm not saying that you're not going to have, transactions with Bitcoin. I'm just saying everyday transactions with those kinds of fees. I don't know. There's so many other coins that can do the job more efficiently and, cheaper. Right? In terms of fees. And I seriously think that Bitcoin, because it's a finite asset, it's just going to be leveraged in different ways. I'm sticking to my guns on that one. I'm absolutely sticking to my guns on that one. And then you have Binance Labs backing Babylon. Babylon is a Bitcoin staking protocol. Yeah, I could see that. I can absolutely see that. This is what I mean by, I think Bitcoin is going to be leveraged in different ways. That's what I think. So if you're looking at everything that's going on, I think that's where you need to start looking and dig deep. Don't just scratch the freaking surface. Dig deep. Dig deep. Or you'll miss things like Ethereum announcing that the Dencun upgrade is on the mainnet now. Yeah. I told you there's so much going on. Kraken, I told you a while ago, was trying to get into that Coinbase business where they're, backing up a lot of these Bitcoin Bitcoin spot ETFs. Well, Kraken actually now has created a whole division to help get into that business, which is offering institutional level services. This is what I mean. This is what I mean. So it started grassroots, then you got big business, and they're going to meet in the middle. Where's your portfolio? Review it. Get in. I don't give financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Other people do that job. But this is what I tell my kids. What are you doing? What's your research telling you? What are people buying? What are people doing? What are people using these days? I'm telling you, things are changing rapidly. Things are changing rapidly, and we got to pay attention to that. But you know what we should do? That's right. We should get into the numbers. So real quick, let me refresh this. There you go. Because everything just seems to be up. So that's it. Not everything is up, obviously. Wow. I wasn't expecting this much to be down. Let me see. You come down to right here. That's basically where it is. Xi is down, and I'm surprised Xi is down 8%. I would take this as a buying opportunity, and here's the reason why. Xi is specifically built for gaming, and it being down 8%, and I'm expecting it to pick up. To me, that could be a serious buying opportunity, down 8%. I think, because I think it'll come back. I think it'll swing in the other direction, because this is a coin. This is a project that is all about a use case. It has a specific use case, and they're sticking to it, and that's what I like about it. So yeah, I'm thinking that could actually change. Everybody else here not paying attention, including Theta Network. You know, it's down 8%. Okay, I'm pretty sure it'll come back. You know, I pay attention to Theta only because it's in the top 100, and I tell you, I really do pay attention to things that are in the top 100. But then on the upside, holy moly, this whole thing. So VeChain is up 6%. Thorchain is up 6%. Who else am I paying attention to over here? Phantom, that's a name I haven't heard, excuse me, in a while. That's up 7%. Shiba Inu up 8%. You know I love Shiba Inu. And Shiba Inu, that team, the Shiba army, the community, they've got things popping. They've got things popping. I'm waiting to see even more coming from out of that space. And I told you about, how gaming is making a big comeback. Look at this. Gala up 12%. I'm just saying, we've got to start paying attention to things. Sats Ordinals up 16%. Again, NFT space. Aptos, great platform, up 18%. Ordi, not really something I pay attention to, in my portfolio, but up 18%. Floki, haven't heard that name in a really long time, up 20%. I do not touch Floki. To me, I just don't see what the big deal is. Again, Bonk, 23% upside. Dog with Hat, 40% upside. Now, those are two meme coins that have big swings up. People are going to wind up FOMOing in, and they're going to lose a little bit. Why? Because there is going to be a pullback. But you see how they were down the other day, and now they just swung all the way back to the other side. This is what I'm talking about. All right. Arweave, hell yeah, it's up 41%. Yeah, that's huge. Pepe still not messing around with it, but it's up 57%. Again, meme coins are going to have big sways. Big sways. If you've got money that you are thinking, I can afford to lose that, sure, get in. Sure, get in. If you got a couple of bucks, sure, it's just like walking to the store and playing the lottery. Except you've got data that can tell you kind of a little bit more than the lottery in these cases. So lottery for me is down here. Meme coins are a little bit of a step ahead. So yeah, would I be paying attention to big pullbacks from Pepe, Bonk, Dog with Hat? Would I be paying attention to big pullbacks from them? Yes. If that was the space that I wanted to play in, money I don't care about. I got 4 kids. I care about every single penny. If I see half a penny on the ground, I'm picking it up and hoping I find the other half. I'm just saying. But yeah, I'm going to pay attention to it. I'm going to pay attention to it. What else is up next? So if you're looking, I just want to look at everything. Fear and Greed Index, Extreme Greed at 82. DeFi Llama is something I wanted to show you guys. $113 billion in assets under total value locked. Huge huge. We're still only halfway from where our high was, but we haven't seen these numbers in a really long time, and it feels great. Again, staking DeFi, big space. Do some research. Again, we're looking at 59,081. We were as high as 59.3 and change. Right about there. I know it says 445, but trading desk. I don't do trading on here. I use other areas, but it's a good number to pay attention to. Again, above $59,000, we're a hair away from 60. I dare say I think it's almost impossible that we don't hit 60 in the next couple of days. I think it's almost impossible to say that. I think it's right there. I think it's almost guaranteed, in my humble opinion. And again, you're looking at Shiba Inu shaved to zero. It's shaved as zero. So if you look at that 11, it went from 0.9 to 1.1. Past couple of days. I hope you're paying attention. Link is up. Still under $20, but look at that. Link is up. Aptos is up. VeChain is up. Injective's up. HBAR is up. XRP is up. Still not quite where I want it, but above the 55 cents that I like, that I say is my minimum. And Cardano is up past 60 to 63 cents. Remember, it was down at like 58, 57. Again, these are nice moves to make money. They're nice moves to make money. And I'm just telling you, pay attention. Ethereum. Are you sleeping on Ethereum? 33.15? What? Yeah, I'm paying attention. I'm paying big time attention. Again, look at Ethereum, year to date, proceeds 45%, year to date for Bitcoin 40%. Let's see here. Even Solana is doing better now, 11.45% year to date. And then, of course, you're looking at all the other days that are in between there. The 24-hour, the 7-day, the 30-day, the 90-day. Yeah, I pay attention to all that because I want to see at what point am I buying? Where am I at that I'm buying? Am I buying at this number, but it's on the upswing, or am I buying at this number and I think it's on a downswing? I pay attention to all those numbers. But because I bought some stock, I mean, not stock, I did buy some stock. But when I think about buying crypto at the beginning of the year, like I did, I'm looking at that year-to-date number. I'm absolutely paying attention to that year-to-date number because it's basically telling me this. On those purchases, this is where you are. I mean, past 30 days, Doge is up, 22%. So it's year-to-date sucks, but over the past 30 days, I mean, hell, over the past 90 days, practically even numbers there. You're looking at Chainlink. Yeah, Chainlink up 30% for the past year to date, right? And I'm just sitting back and I'm just going, yeah, we should be paying attention. Shiba Inu past 7 days, up 16%, over 16%. Shiba Inu is on the move. Shiba Inu is on the move, and I think it's going to be on the move even more. There's news about Uniswap and the new browser extension. Woo, baby. I'm paying attention to that one. It's down right now, but I think Uniswap is going to go up. No, I don't. I have Internet Computer ICP on here only because people asked me about it, and I wanted to be able to point to it real quick. It's basically break even. I don't see momentum, but look at what it was over the past 90 days, 194%. I don't like the decentralization aspect of it, but hey, that's just me. Bitcoin Cash is something I pay attention to. The year-to-date moves 16.92%. I'm expecting more, right? I'm expecting more from even Litecoin. Stacks is going nuts. Year-to-date, 106%. I told you, Bitcoin goes up, Stacks is going to go up. I'm paying attention to it. Anyway, this is Eddie J on crypto for growmybag.tv. Really hope that you like what I'm doing. If you do, drop me a note. I love hearing from you guys. If you have suggestions, questions, drop a note on growmybag.tv. Also, pay attention to the articles that are there and give me your voice. I want to hear your voice on some of those articles. They're all over the feed. Anyway, have a good one. Bye-bye.